I'm going to compare two eufy robot vacuums to each other. Got the Omni E25 that I've been using for actually almost a year now against the brand new Omni C28. And I did want to thank eufy for sponsoring this video. Now the C28 is the upgraded model of the X10 Pro Omni. It features 1.8 times the suction power. It features the longest roller mop in its price range. It's constantly cleaning itself as it's mopping the floors. And it also features a dual spiral detangle brush, which means it prevents hair from getting tangled. So the magic of these vacuums are the rolling mops, really. But these things all help. So these brushes, they spin, they get the debris here, this sucks it in, and these things, this dual spiral thing, this prevents hair from getting tangled, whereas it's actually a common sight if it's typically one roller to have hair just go and get tangled on the sides. We're going to start off with the mopping test. I have some expired milk on the ground and I have each robot vacuum do 2 passes, but literally after the first pass, it's almost gone. However, because I have 2 passes, what I love about these robots is the second pass is perpendicular to the first pass. So it gets maximum coverage that way. And they both have real-time self-cleaning mops. Now both mops have a downward pressure of 10 newtons. However, the E25 does have a slightly longer mop versus the C28. Granted, the C28 does have the longest in its price range, but they both do a phenomenal job and they both get a 10 out of 10. Now moving on to the Ketchup test, this is really putting the roller mops to the test really quite a bit, because with the C28 you can see right off the bat with 1 pass it pretty much cleans it, no issues whatsoever. The E25, however, because it has AIC enabled and it's very good at obstacle avoidance, which I'll show you guys in a bit, it's actually seeing it as an obstacle, kind of like a USB cable or something, and it's really doing its best to avoid it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off AIC, and we're going to see how well it does. Now to disable the AIC, what you need to do is go to settings, go to more settings, click on AIC settings, and disable it. Click yes, and you're good to go. So I have it cleaning it now. It doesn't see it as an obstacle, and just literally off its first pass, it's already done. Now to drive the point home, about a year ago when I just got the E25, I compared it against my S8 Pro Ultra, and the E25 cleaned up the Ketchup, no issues whatsoever, where the S8 Pro Ultra is kind of more smearing it. And this is when I really saw the advantage of a rolling mop that's cleaned real time. The E25 and the C28 both did a phenomenal job of cleaning up the Ketchup. However, I did have to disable AIC with the E25. So what we'll do is the E25 will get a 9 out of 10, where the C28 gets a 10 out of 10. So now we're going to move on to the vacuum molding test. This is just suction power, and the E25 has an advantage here because it has 20,000 pascals of suction power versus 15,000 pascals on the C28. So we're going to do 2 passes and we're going to see how well they do after the first pass and then after the second pass. So we could see right off the bat the E25 is doing a much better job on the first pass compared to the C28. The C28 still vacuuming quite a bit, but it's leaving some behind. Whereas when we look at the E25, it just did a better job. The C28 kind of just pushed it a little bit more. But the beauty is, with the second pass, it is going to go perpendicular, and this really makes a difference because on the second pass, we're going to see that the C28 really kind of catches up. Not quite catches up, but it gets pretty close to the E25 in terms of cleaning up. So I'm going to give the E25 a 9 out of 10 in this test because it did a very, very good job. There's very little left. Whereas the C28 left a little more behind. So I'm going to zoom in more just so you guys could see what I'm talking about. So there was, I mean, it's very, very little, but the E25 did perform better. So we're going to give the C28 an 8 out of 10. Moving on to obstacle avoidance, this is another one where the E25 has an advantage because I have AIC enabled, where the C28 does not support AIC. Now the C28 also has obstacle avoidance, but it's not quite as good, and you can see right off the bat it already touched a white cable on the ground and then it touched it again. So the E25 is literally not touching anything. It's not touching the sandals, it's not touching the cables. It's very, very good at obstacle avoidance, where the C28 is pretty good at obstacle avoidance, but it's just not as good as the E25 when it comes to obstacle avoidance. But you could see it's like detecting stuff, but again, just touch the cable. We're going to continue this test by going around the table leg, and the E25 actually touches the table leg. It had a perfect score, but that dropped it down by a little bit. But look how refined it is at going around the table leg. The E25 is just next level amazing. Whereas if you look at the C28, it's trying to do the same thing, but it's just not as refined. Now, it is doing a good job of not touching the table leg, but it's just nowhere near as refined as the E25. So, obstacle avoidance, E25 gets a 9, C28 gets a 6. Now we're going to move on to the edge cleaning test, where I did put shredded paper. I did put a little bit more for the E25 accidentally, but the E25 does have an extendable side brush where the C28 does not. And overall, the E25 is going to do a better job with the corners. So off the first pass, it looks like the C28 is kind of winning, but again, there was more shredded paper for the E25. But you could see that the E25, it does the corners a lot better, where the C28 actually can't get to the absolute edge. If I run it one more time, the E25 will actually do better. I'm going to give you guys a different angle of this. You can see that the E25 side brush is extending out. I'm going to give the E25 an 8 out of 10 and the C28 a 7 out of 10. And finally, we get to the fall test, where I placed them one step above. I did ask them both to go to the base station, so they're trying to, but they can't because they're preventing themselves from falling. And this is wonderful if you have 2 or more stories, so they both get a 10 out of 10 for not falling. Tallying up the scores, we get a score of 55 for the E25 and a score of 51 for the C28. On the E25, this is where the dust bag goes. This is the clean water. Open this up, pour in the clean water, good to go. The cleaning solution is automated. You put it back here and automatically sets it. And then this is where the dirty water goes. This is where it opens up, and there is a lot of dirty water in there, as you guys can see, because this one I use quite often. On the C28, the clean water goes here, the dirty water goes here. I'll show you guys what that looks like. It's actually nice and wide, so it'd be easier to clean, which I actually like that. And then the clean water I filled up all the way. And this is where the dust bag goes, so it's hidden. Quick summary, the C28 meets core cleaning needs and is the best value choice for most families, especially pet owners, whereas the E25 is for those willing to pay a slight premium for better edge cleaning as well as better obstacle avoidance. There's the eufy app, both RoboVacs are in here, and then you could click on the RoboVac, and then you have a lot of customization options. So when you first get it, it maps out your house, and then you could basically click edit map and then customize it. So I drew a line between living room and dining room, but I'm just going to show you guys. So let's say I wanted to do that. You basically set a line, you know, wherever you want to put it, wherever you think it is, and then click confirm. Give it a second, it'll line up. You could rename it. You can merge rooms together if you want to do that. I'll merge it back. And the reason why you would want to do this is if you want to individually clean a room, you could just select the room and have it go clean it. You can also rename stuff as well. So if you want to call this something else, you could click rename, select whatever you want, and then rename it, or just put your custom name by clicking here if you want to do that. So lots of options in terms of that. And then you can rotate the map. So if you don't like the orientation, it does it by 90 degrees. You can also do a 3D if you want to do that. I like the 2D personally. But yeah, it's whatever you guys are. There's basically a lot of options in terms of maps. And then another thing is you could set no-go zones. So for example, let's say you put up a Christmas tree during Christmas time and you don't want the vacuum to get too close to it. Well, you could set a no-go zone. So I could click on a no-go zone, and I already have one here. I could get rid of that. I can press add, and basically, let's just say I'm going to put the Christmas tree here, for example. I could basically set that here, click save, and now if I say, oh, go clean the living room, it won't enter that zone. So that is something that I do when we put up the Christmas tree. And then with the E25, you can also set furniture and stuff, and I'll show you guys that as well. But yeah, so the main options though for cleaning, and the ones I use the most, are once the map is set up and everything good to go, is home and room. And really I use room the most, but home is I could click start and it'll pretty much clean the entire house. And then when it needs to refill, it goes back to the base station. And then if it needs to clean the mop or whatever, or empty the dustbin, it just keeps going back until it essentially runs out of water. If it does run out of water, then it tells you like, hey, I'm out of water. Or empty the dirty water tank basically, or empty the dustbin. Okay, so then you have your options here. You could do vacuum and mop, or you could just do vacuum only, however you want to do it. You could do fast, or you can do deep, and then water level. And then you could do suction on quiet, turbo, or max. and then click start and you're good to go. Now individually you could select the room, and then the room you select first will actually go first, and then second, and then third. Or if you want to go in a different order, you could say, oh, I want the kitchen first, and then this and this. And I really like this feature because sometimes I just wanted to clean the kitchen because I want to go into the kitchen, so I don't care about the other two rooms. It could come, it can happen later. So I like the order. And then the cool thing is, based on what you select, you can actually set individual cleaning for each room. So individually, you could say, clean it once or twice for this one or this setting, or like you could customize the setting for each room, it's super, super customizable. And then you can also do zone cleaning, where you click on zone, and then you basically, let's say there's a spill or something and you wanted to clean that zone, where you could click there, resize it to what you want. Basically, you could zoom in and do it this way as well, and then just click start, or again customize it, and then basically click start. And I did a lot of zone for the testing basically. So lots of options. And then the E25 is pretty much the same, except if you actually go to edit map, you can set floor material, which is, depending on the room, you could say it's wood or tile or whatever. And really the only thing that I don't use, but you can, is you can actually set up furniture. So you could say, oh, I have, I don't know, a 3-seater sofa. So I'm going to click on that, and it's here and it's about this big. And then I could click save, and now that will show up on the map that, oh, I have a sofa here, basically, for example. So, but essentially everything else is pretty much identical in terms of customization. You select the room that you want, and select the settings and everything, and pretty much very similar to the C28. And with the C28, you can see all the ketchup is in here, so I'm just going to rinse this out. And as long as the C28 is on and you flip it over, this part kind of pops up. You can take out the rolling map pretty easily. And then, did I say map or mop? Hopefully I said mop. And then clean this area, and then, pop it back in, and then good to go. I think that the C28 has an overall better design in terms of cleaning the mop. And also with the dirty water tank being wider, it's also easier to clean that. So from a cleaning perspective, the C28 is easier to clean in my opinion. Now, a lot of similarities. Hair doesn't get caught for the most part. Mops are amazing at cleaning the floors. But really the biggest difference between these are that the E25 is better at obstacle avoidance, and number 2, it has slightly better suction power. That's really the major differences. So if that's more important to you, I would go with the E25. If that's not super important to you, I'd go with the C28, because the C28 is still pretty good at obstacle avoidance. It's just, it's not as good as the E25. So there it is, guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, smash that subscribe button. Catch you guys in the next one.